Hey, hi, it's Jim. How you doing? It's Sunday. Quick video. Some of you will remember, potentially a couple of weeks ago, I made a video in response to Robert's On My Turntable. He created a competition to talk about the sort of top 5 most influential records of your teenage years. Now, it's not really my habit to do this, but because I've done it for Robert, I have to do this for Glenn. So, Glen Kellaway from the Basement has got a great little YouTube channel going, talking about his vinyl records. He's part of the vinyl community, does a lot of stuff on there. It's interesting, worth having a look at. And he's was trying to get to 1,000 subs on his channel. Now, he's now past that. So really, this is obsolete, this video. Totally unnecessary. But I'm doing it anyway. Glenn, I hope this is worth it for you. I hope you get a few more subs out of this. But he has posed the question, and it's a competition that he wants anybody and everybody to enter into. You have to subscribe to his channel in order to be eligible to do this. But he wants you to talk about, show 3 prog albums. That's it. I can't possibly. I mean, I have no idea. What is prog? I mean, I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Glenn. I really don't know what a prog album is. I wouldn't know one if it came across my screen and floated past me at all. I really, really, really wouldn't know. It's kind of just not what I'm into at all. I have no even passing interest in prog rock at all. It's just kind of not my thing at all. Depending on sort of how do you classify it, really. What is prog? Is it something that was in the 70s? Is that all it was? Is that kind of all it might have possibly have been? Oh, that's a bit modern, isn't it? You're a bit older than that. Okay. Oh, that's too old. Something old and new at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. Is it? I tell you what I'm going to do. I've got 3 albums here that I'm going to suggest that are modern prog masterpieces. Now, I don't really want to go into too much detail about all the albums. I think people need to listen to them and discover them themselves. But what I would say is that Motorpsycho, Norwegian prog band, released this record, The All Is One. There you go. It's an amazing piece of art, the packaging. It's just got one of the most extraordinary suites in it. It's called the Nox Suite, N-O-X, and it's spread over 2 sides, and it's just one of the most phenomenal pieces of music you'll ever likely to hear. And that's embedded in the sort of the central section of this record. Norwegian prog, only a couple of years old. This is absolutely brilliant, and it's just go and listen to it. It's not metal, I promise you. It's nothing too scary or horrible like that. It is properly good progressive rock, played with flair, inventiveness, and innovation, and totally exciting and interesting, and just brilliant. It has personality, it's got humour, it's got quirkiness, it's got stellar musicianship, and just everything you'd expect from sort of a prog rock record, but it's modern. Okay, that's my first one. Motorpsycho, The All Is One. Second record, it's not quite as new, but still modern compared to some of those other records. This is the debut record by Transatlantic. Transatlantic is a prog sort of supergroup, as it were. This is 1999, so 22 years old, 23 years old. It's a collaboration between some of the leading musicians in sort of like the prog world at that time, or even, and probably now as well. So you've got Renine Stolt from the Flower Kings, Neil Morse, Mike Portnoy on the drums, and Pete Travalis from Marillion. So all playing their respective instruments, but formed together to create this amazing band, Transatlantic. I've listened to this on the channel. It is a flipping bloody brilliant record. And if you don't know it, you should. They absolutely pay homage to all the influences, inspirations that they've all had over the years. There's lots of Yes in there, lots of Floyd, lots of Rush, Genesis. It's just scattered all over it, and they have no apology for what they're doing at all. It's brilliant. Look at this. Look for this. Get it. Own it. Be at one with it. Transatlantic, because it is. You've got guys from sort of both sides of the Atlantic forming a band together, and it's great. It's an occasional band as well. They're still doing stuff. They still do. Now, my third choice is probably a little more known. It is the modern day ambassador of all things prog. It's Stephen Wilson. His record Hand Cannot Erase, which is in my all-time top 5 favourite records ever. It's again, it's not too old. It's what's the date of this? 2015. I think it might be a bit older than that, but it's certainly not very old. This is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing record. I can't speak highly enough about this. It's got elements of Radiohead in it. It's got elements of ELP and I say Yes and Floyd and all the great giant bands of the early prog era of the 70s are represented in here, but presented in a modern way, and just the skills on show from the musicians in this band are phenomenal. It's just staggering, and it contains within it 2 of the greatest solos in modern music. One's a keyboard solo and one's a guitar solo, and it's on a track called Home Invasion, Regret Number 9. So Home Invasion is the main song, and it then sort of seamlessly segues into this track called Regret Number 9, and it's got just the most amazing keyboard solo performed on a Moog. You can hear this monophonic. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. And it then moves into this incredible. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a Guthrie Govan playing guitar, which challenges Dave Gilmour's Comfortably Numb as being the greatest guitar solo of all time. Honestly, it really is. I recommend it with everything I have. So, those are my 3. And not necessarily ones that other people are going to choose. They're not necessarily ones that you'll know about. I think if you know of any of these, it's probably going to be the Stephen Wilson record, Hand Cannot Erase. But the other 2 are really, really worth your investigation. And there you go. So I'm going to leave it there. So, Glenn, I hope you get some traction on this, and that your subs increase enormously. The links to his channel will be below. Go and have a look. Go and see what he's up to. And if you like, subscribe. If you don't like, do subscribe to, because he'd appreciate it. And as I say, he's trying to build up his subs. It's a way to do it. So yeah, enter his competition. I'll see you guys on the next video, whenever and whatever that is. And until then, it's Jim over and out.